Are you recording?
Okay.
Hey super buddy, so today we are going to take the quarters off my wall. And I'm going to use this hair dryer here to do it so I can heat up the glue so it doesn't rip the paint off the wall. So this is a very long process. Oh, I already flipped the breaker. Yep, they're not even loose. I got a better idea. Let's grab the iron.
I don't think you flipped the breaker. I think...
No, well, I didn't flip the breaker.
No, you just... Yeah.
Alright. We are now going to use this iron. Let's put it on wool.
Because everybody knows the wool setting is best for glue.
Oh yeah. This is still going to be a really long process though. But at least it's not as noisy.
So how much money is on this wall?
Over $130.
So, let's hear a story about that hole in your screen.
Okay. So, I was chasing a spider. And the spider was like, "You ain't gonna catch me." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna catch you." And so, ran up onto the screen. I grabbed a can of Axe. No, it wasn't a can of Axe, it was Old Spice, because I didn't use Axe. Anyway, so it's a can of Old Spice, and I had a lighter. And I was like, "I got you now." And so, and I blasted the spider straight to the screen. And he fell to his death. And it was awesome. But now I have a hole in my screen. And that's the story. The end.
So, I'm not quite sure why you're worrying about the paint when you have crap tons of glue still stuck on your wall.
Yeah, you know, that's something, everybody always has something to complain about. And that's your thing to complain about. So, there you go. I guess you can stop recording until we find something else to talk about.
Don't make it awkward.
Yeah. If you record this whole thing, then we're going to fill up the memory, then we have to do a special trick to create more memory. Like deleting other videos.
Okay.
Yep. So right here, I have this quarter that is just like super dark. It's like, oh. And so people are just like, "So what is up with that quarter?" And so I will answer that question now, because people have been asking it since forever. Actually, nobody's ever asked it, but I want to answer the question anyways. The quarter, since forever ago, we had a barbecue. I was like 6 years old. I was like this little kid. I had my quarter. I was like, you know what? I think if I set this quarter on fire, then magical powers will come from it, and then it could be like a wishing quarter or whatever. So, I snuck over to the barbecue grill. My parents were always just like, "Aaron, don't go near the barbecue grill." And I was like, "Whatever, Mom. I'm going to go to the barbecue grill anyways." So I go to the barbecue grill, and I throw the quarter in there, and I'm like, "Heck yeah, this quarter's going to grant me some wishes." And so I threw the quarter in there, and the next day I dug up the quarter, and I said, "I wish I could fly," but I could already fly at that point, so like, I was just kind of like, being optimistic there. I was like, you know what, I'm going to wish for something I already got, so that way I can feel good about myself. So, I wish I could fly, so then I fly around a little bit, and I'm like, this is a cool quarter. And so then I'm like, I wish I had a girlfriend. And it didn't work that time. So, therefore, I have the quarter to remind me never to make another wishing quarter again. Because all it does is put you in a spiraling depression. And, yeah. So there you go. Don't make a wishing quarter because it's disappointing. Hey, Mr. Speedo Man's here. Put your sunglasses on. Mr. Speedo Man. I'm taking the quarters off my wall. You want to see? Look at that. So I'm more than halfway done with taking the quarters off my wall. And it's getting interesting because right here, you can't really see it that well. Right here, I have a bunch of like wristbands from Nickel City that I have on here.
You're stupid.
Yeah, well, the quarters are glued to the wristbands. And so it's just going to make it interesting when it comes to getting off of there.
You're stupid.
Mr. Speedo Man thinks I'm stupid, but look at the man who's carrying a fish tank.
It's not a fish tank. It's a critter keeper.
A critter keeper.
It's story
This
time.
is the man who collects critters and keeps them.
Hey, Errand boy.
Yes.
It's story time again.
Story time.
Talk to me about this sock.
Oh, the sock that's burnt the crap out of it? Okay. So, when I was spending time with the Eskimos to train me to, like, have super endurance so that way I can, you know, fight crime, which I never actually ended up doing, my feet got frozen, and I was like, I need to warm my feet up. So they're like, okay, stick your feet in the fire. And I was like, are you serious? And he's like, do it. And so I stuck my feet in the fire, and I burnt the crap out of my feet. But I didn't know that I burnt the crap out of my feet because the fact that my feet were frozen. That's pretty much it. So the next morning I woke up, and I was like, ah! I was screaming. I was like, oh, my feet are on fire! Well, it turns out they weren't on fire. They're just really burnt. But they were on fire the day before when they were frozen. So, lo and behold, my feet are no longer frozen, and I have that burnt sock to remind me never to stick my feet in the fire. So I guess you can say that I have lots of reminders around my room. You know, just like, don't ever do that ever again. So, there you go. That's the story of my burnt sock. Oh, junk. That was the worst.
There's not one.
That one did not want to come off. Too soon. Anyways, I am almost finished with the quarters on my wall. Woo! Mr. Speedo Man, how many quarters do you have on your wall?
None, because I'm not stupid.
So you're saying you don't have over $130 saved up?
Oh no, I have over $130 saved up, but it's just not on my wall.
But you see...
Well, mine's not on my wall either. I think I might just leave those ones on there. Because they're not coming off. But that is to remind me that I had a whole ton of quarters on my wall. Okay, another reminder.
Life is full of reminders.
Reminder!
Nah, oh gosh, that was the iron.
I scared Mr. Speedo Man! Well, now the only thing to do is to clean off the quarters because they're still full of glue and they're all stuck together. But
what is your plan for that?
I sit in front of the TV and I watch anime and I peel the glue off the quarters. The end.
What you should do is put them in a big bowl, like a metal bowl.
Melt them.
And get the torch. And...
Well then, how am I supposed to find that one that reminds me not to make wishing coins?
Take it out. And then just pick the glue off of that one. That way you only have to pick glue off of one of them.
That work. Comment, subscribe, blah blah blah, and see you next time.